Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Lindsay Anderson Show. Today, I will be joined by Mr. Marques Ogden, a former NFL player turned inspirational speaker, author, and entrepreneur. And today, he's going to be talking about the very important topic of how to have the mindset to bounce back. You'll find in this interview, Marques has gone through many iterations of his life, from NFL player to construction company owner to being divorced. He has a lot of experience in bouncing back, and that is really what he inspires other people to do. And I know when it comes to building a business, your business really works in cycles. You win a whole bunch and then you lose some, and then you win some and get ahead and then you lose some. And it's a never-ending cycle of challenges and wins. And when you really start to understand the cycle of winning and learning and improving, and that it's just part of the game, it certainly makes running your business so much easier. I'm so excited to invite Mr. Marques Ogden to the podcast today.
Are you ready for next level growth in your business? Welcome to the Lindsay Anderson Show, where we pull back the curtain on the exact strategies, tools, and mindsets that build million-dollar empires. If you're hungry for more time, more freedom, and a whole lot more impact, you've come to the right place. Buckle up, because we're about to ignite your business journey. Now, here's Lindsay.
Welcome to the show, Marques. So glad to have you on today.
How are you, Lindsay? Thanks for having me on.
I'm doing good. So tell me, Marques, before we dive in, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you became so passionate about having that mindset to bounce back?
So I am a former NFL athlete. I now live in Fuquay, Carolina. I'm from Washington, D.C. originally. I played for almost 6 years. I got out of the NFL, I got into construction, built a very successful multiple eight-figure business. Unfortunately, I lost it all in the kitchen sink in 2013. Moved to Raleigh with $400 to my name. Very few friends, no money, no resources, didn't know anybody. And when I got here, I was fired from 2 jobs in the same week. I had to start over from the bottom to get where I'm at now. And I had to hit rock bottom when somebody's rotten meat, nasty, protruding garbage got all over me. And that was my wake-up call to say, wow, you gotta get my life back on track. I gotta stop playing this victim mode, like poor me, help me. Nobody's gonna come and help me. Marques, you have to help yourself. And I recognized at that moment, if I was gonna get my life back, Lindsay, mindset was going to become my biggest driving force, no longer my biggest crush saying, oh, poor me, oh, all that. So really what I've gone through, and that includes building a business that had to go through a divorce almost 3 years ago and all these different things, I've had to always develop that mindset to keep going no matter what I faced along the way.
Marques, so it sounds like you just kind of led us through several times that you have bounced back, like leaving the NFL probably felt that way, your construction company, divorce. I'm seeing this pattern, and it's not a pattern that I think you're alone in. I think everyone experiences this, but is that the way you see it as well?
Absolutely. I mean, life is peaks and valleys. It's ups and downs. It's highs and lows. And I had to really, truly understand that. Like I hit rock bottom in Raleigh. I hit a really, really low point. Maybe not rock bottom, but close enough. Low point with the divorce. And it was absolutely just horrible. And I had to really just go through so much and so much anxiety, stress, sleepless nights. So absolutely it's a pattern. And I had a great speaking job today for Taylor Morrison. Never tell your mind negative thoughts in a joking manner. Your body cannot dissimulate the difference. Bruce Lee. I just got hired for a job in Wisconsin with a company called IAG Wealth Partners. It's their 40th year anniversary. It was started by a lovely woman named Lori Watts. She started as a woman financial planning business in 1985. And I told her, that's mindset. It's women dominated now. How about freaking back in 1985? What does that look like? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's
I do.
everything.
I do. I do. So when we're struggling with mindset, these entrepreneurs that are listening to this and they realize that their mindset is the problem and not something else. What does that look like? Or what are they blaming it on if it's not their mind?
Oh, circumstances, things going on around them. Oh, this person doesn't like me. Oh, this happened. Oh, that happened. Look, I get it. It happens to everyone. I got the wrong business partner when I had Caden Premier Enterprises, the absolute wrong business partner. But that doesn't mean I can, when I moved to Raleigh, keep saying, oh, my business partner screwed me. Oh, my client took everything away from me. Oh, I didn't do what I was supposed to do, and now poor me. I could sit there and do that. But what good does it do? What
Yes,
does it do to sit there and talk about something you can't change?
it's
If you
true.
can't change it, don't have your energy flow towards it.
I love that. And I think that's just a simple rule of life for anything that happens, even during the day, even on a micro level.
Oh yeah, if literally, if you cannot change anything, right? It really makes me sad. People say, "Oh man, politics has got me down, or it's hurting my life." How? How? You may not like who's in office. That doesn't. You can't change it. But if you focus on it, and then it will negatively affect how you do your work, how you talk to people, your mindset, your relationships. So why are you worried about something? Politics, inflation, gas prices, food prices. What good does it do to say that daggone government, they're raising food prices again? Oh man, Donald Trump's in office. Oh man, Joe Biden's in. No, that what good does it do? It doesn't make any difference in your life. You have to take care of what you can control. That's the first bullet point in a super strong mindset. Focus on what you can control. Number two, master self hypnosis or find your happy place. Number three, optimize peak performance.
Okay, I want to dive into those because that was my next question is lead us through a process. So just for clarity, step number one is what, Marcus?
Focus on what you can control. If you can't control it, don't have your energy flow towards it. It
Okay,
will
I love
do you
that.
absolutely no good. You know why, Lindsay? You'll keep playing victim instead of going after being a victor.
I love that, Marcus. Okay, step two I found real interesting, which was hypnosis or find your happy place. Unbox that for us a little bit, Marcus.
I went to the brain and body assessment. I saw you like my post on Facebook back in December. My last exit was a peak performance coach, Dr. Lebo. She said, "Hey, Marcus, let's go for a walk." Sure. Went for a walk and we were chatting about challenges I have, how to become more patient, how to go about working on my business, how to become more just working on myself. And by the time we were done, it was a great session. She said, "Marcus, do you know what we just did?" I said, "No, Dr. Lebo, you mastered self hypnosis." I said, "What are you talking about?" I took you out of that room and I put you in an environment outside with the trees, with the light, with the sun, with beautiful clouds. And I knew that from reading your file. I knew that light and being outside was one of your happy places. So I took you out of where you were, put you where I knew from your file that you wanted to be, where you wanted to be. And from there, we had our conversation about your business, your challenges, and you opened up to me more. Do you not realize that? I said, wow, pretty cool. Because I did put that in my file when I was living in the apartment after my divorce, no windows, feeling like a failure, all this darkness, like all my appliances were black, my refrigerator, my stove, everything was dark. The hallway coming into my apartment, going up the stairs, everything was like little light to darkness. So in my home where I'm at now, there's 8 windows on my first floor, 8 huge windows and a huge skylight window that comes down from the second floor down to the first floor. She knew this. And so putting me in that atmosphere She knew I would open up more, which is exactly what I did.
So what is the tip? Is go to your happy place in order to think about the things that you want in your life?
Did you ever see Happy Gilmore?
I did.
Do you
Yes.
remember when Shug Peterson told Happy he was struggling with his putting? Close your eyes and go to your happy place. Remember that?
Yes, I
And
do.
start making putts? There you go. That's what it is. And it's so simple, but so many people just don't do it. Why? Because you're so overwhelmed. What was Happy's part? He's like, oh, I can't make the putt. Oh, that clown. And what did Chubb say? Close your eyes, go to your happy place. And he said, how do you feel? Better. Now putt. Boom. That's mastering self-hypnosis.
I love that. So I want to line this out. We're envisioning this. So if we're feeling angst or anxiety, or I want to give up, or I'm at my breaking point, then I got to train myself to go to my happy place.
Amen. I
Okay.
mean, that's again, that when I was living in that crappy apartment, never, ever wanted to work from home. Never. I would do
Yeah.
podcasts in my car. I would do podcasts like outside my building where there was light. I only pretty much slept there when I had Farrah, who was with me half the time, or I would just sleep there. I was constantly going out, drinking, eating over this, that. Why? I didn't want to be there. My home today, where I'm at right now, doing this awesome podcast in my office, right? With my Raven jersey,
Yep.
with the light over here, right? My dog's over here, relaxing.
Yes.
Like this is now I have my happy place.
I love that. I love that. So important and yet so simple. So the third one, tell us what the third step is, Marcus.
The third step is optimize peak performance,
Okay.
which means get good sleep, eat well, work out, take care of yourself. If you don't have good mental, physical, emotional health, then you have nothing. For example, one of my favorite actors, and I don't know if he passed away from anything health related. Well, that's not true. I know he died of colon cancer. I don't know if anything led to that, but again, I talked about this when I gave a talk in Puerto Rico. Chadwick Boseman, right, passed away, unfortunately, at 41 years old from colon cancer. And I tell everybody, care of your health the best you can. Be grateful that you have it, and then try your best to take care of yourself. Because if you don't have your health, physical, mental, and or emotional, then you really don't have anything. Don't have
Amen.
anything. And I struggle with my mental health, my physical health, and my emotional health when I was going through the early parts of my divorce. When I first moved out, I was drinking way too much. I was way out. I was eating horribly. I would work out, but it wasn't like a good consistency with good sleep, or I was just constantly running from the issue. And what I realized is one of my favorite animals is the bison. I'm a Howard Bison grad. I saw a video one of my friends put up that did some research. Bison are the only animals that head into the eye of the storm. They go towards it because they feel if they go towards it, they can get through it faster and come out better on the other side versus running from it and having the storm catch them from behind. Then from there, they are going to much more likely get hurt, injured, or maybe even worse yet, death. So the bison, because their face is covered in snow, but they're not just like sitting or stop, they're walking, right? You ever notice like when a cameraman gets a good picture of them, they're walking toward the cameraman. That's where the storm is. The camera's got the storm behind him. The bison are heading towards that storm.
That's really
And in
interesting.
life-
So are you saying that peak performance, get your body in order, because if you're not taking care of your health, everything is going to be so much worse and you're not going to be up for heading into the storm, which is what you need to do anyway. Life is going to push you there anyway, so you may as well get through it.
Here's the thing, right, Lindsay? When I was married, we had some debt we had to take care of. For so long, me and my ex would run from that. Hide, put our head down. Oh, maybe it'll pass us by. Now, here I am today. I went to my accountant and I put down a good chunk of money, and now I've gotten going towards it. Boom, here we are. Now I've got it manageable. I've got it in a position where I'm going to take care of it. And the funny thing is, check for a job that I did today is in the mail, and I saw it on my emails that I get from my post office every day. And that check covers what I paid towards that debt to get it down, to take care of it, to be able to keep going in my life. And I end up winning a job today that's going to about the same as pay for when I put down. Isn't that interesting how when you actually go towards the challenge and face it head on the other side, and good things happen for you? What you have to remember, you have got to face the challenge head on. Running from it, it's not going to go. Trust me, I ran from my bankruptcy, it caught up with me. All these things, right? That was absolutely the way it was. So again, if you're listening, have the optimal strength. Take care of yourself to face challenges head on, get through them, and you usually come out better and stronger on the other side.
Are you at a point in your life now, Marcus? Because you're so convincing, and I really appreciate all of your authenticity and just sharing, because we all go through so much. So I really appreciate that. But are you at a point in your life where you're like, I'm okay with challenges? Does it ever get easier for you, Marcus?
No, of course not. Nothing ever gets easier. No, the more you start going after what you want in life, the harder it gets, because you're going to face more challenges, more mountains, more things to do, more things to bring on. But that's why people that you work with have the mindset to embrace dynamic subordination. You don't know everything, Lindsay. None of us do. Learn how to let others that have more knowledge, more experience, lead us through challenges that we really don't have as much knowledge in. And that's how I deal with challenges, is I look at, well, if I don't know it, great, I'll go to my partner, Victor. Or if I'm having trouble with the website, I'll go to my guy, George. Oh man, I got this media opportunity, I got to take care of it, email to Jaslyn, right? I know who on our team to delegate to bring things home. So does it get easier? Absolutely not. I have just learned, digging in my heels like the bison and going towards the challenge, I have a much better chance of coming out as successful than turning my big butt around and running from it, having it catch me and then knocking me out cold from behind.
I love that. So you've shared so much success stories from your own life, so much before and after in so many different ways. Do you have an example of someone else you've guided through these 3 steps that's had a really big effect on them?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I have one of my coaching clients, right? She is doing phenomenal years. And Julie had challenges trying to get her speaking business going, how to brand, how to market, how to have the mindset to keep going. It was not going for us like she would want it. I said, Julie, focus on your brand, focus on marketing, and then close the sales through bringing the value on the other side. You have what it takes. But she's like a lot of us and go through the struggles, all that. Well, I'm so proud. Julie now is full-time speaking. She's kicking butt. She has learned to focus her energy on what she can control. She has learned to go to her happy place, which is her family and her children. And then she's learned to optimize peak performance. She's doing great with her workouts, being consistent, and it's turned huge dividends for her and her business.
I love it. I love how you've incorporated mind, body, spirit, how important it is to manage all 3 areas of your life. As a summary, if you want to develop that mindset for when you want to give up, you got the 3 points Marcus has brought us today. Number 1 is going to be, don't try to control things you can't control, right? Number 2 is going to be, find your happy place and self-hypnosis. And number 3 is peak performance. Take care of your body. Is that right, Marcus?
Amen.
Okay, one more question before I let you go. So you've been through so many iterations of your life, even just right here on this podcast. If you could go back to the very beginning and tell yourself one thing that you wish you would have known before you started all of this, what would it be?
Learn to treat your people like gold. Because I ended up losing everything in my construction business. I became an arrogant, ego-driven maniac. And when I did that, I pushed away my best people, lost sight of what mattered most, and I ended up going completely bankrupt, broke, almost homeless, because I stopped treating people like gold, my people. And once that happened, it was the beginning of the end. With my new company, Ogden Ventures, every person on our team is family, period. And again, I tell people, we have an inclusion-driven business with people of all different perspectives, backgrounds, thoughts, experiences, but we also practice inclusivity. Every person in our company can play on the same playing field, period. Tell everybody, you can tell me what you need to tell me, when you need to tell me, what you want to tell me. The only time I'll get mad is if you don't tell me. That's it. That's it. If you tell me, then we're good. You don't tell me, then we got a problem.
I love it. Marques, you shared so much wisdom. Thank you so much for your time on the show today. Before I let you go, I'm going to turn the time over to you. Tell everybody where to find you and anything else you want them to know.
Best place to find us is our app. We have the Marques Ogden app. You can go to your app store, MarquesOgden.com. Our website, www.marquesogden.com. Or we have the Inner Game Mindset Community, innergamecommunity.com. That is where you can come and join free to be around great minds, great contributors, and learn how to collaborate and move towards achieving your goals with people supporting you, getting you where you want to be.
I love it. Marques, thank you again for your time. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
There you have it, folks. Another really awesome interview here on The Lindsay Anderson Show. So grateful that Marques was able to join us today. What a very important topic about developing that mindset to bounce back, developing that mindset to run towards the storm, and to really approach your obstacles in the most positive way possible, because that's how you're ultimately going to be able to get through. Now, if you are looking for help with your social media, if you're a business owner looking for consistent, high quality content on social media, and you need to be on social media, but you struggle with the consistency, you struggle to know what to say, you struggle with how to even generate leads on social media, and nothing you do seems to work, and nothing you do seems to really catch on and make a real difference for you on social media, make sure you head over to lindsaya.com/book-now and schedule your free social media strategy session with myself. For qualified individuals on this session, we will look at your social media strategy and plan out how to generate high quality leads from your social media. All you need to do is head over to lindsaya.com/book-now and meet me on that social media strategy session. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of The Lindsay Anderson Show. Cheers to you and your success.
That's a wrap for today's episode of The Lindsay Anderson Show. If you loved this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share how you're leveling up your business. Want more? Connect with Lindsay Anderson and get the tools you need to crush your goals at lindsaya.com. Until next time, keep pushing, keep growing, and turn those business dreams into reality.